Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Topic 1 is coming from Darren J. Wow, did you guys see the new trailer for Bullet Train? John, I know you said you saw it at CinemaCon and it looked really good, but this trailer exceeded all my expectations. Brad Pitt looks amazing in it, and I had no idea Hiroyuki, Sanada, and Andrew Koji were in it too. The dialogue was funny, the action looked super on point, and seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson gave us a taste of Kraven too. Loved it. What did you guys think of it?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in, Darren. And you know what? Full disclosure, this was not what they showed us at CinemaCon.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing this at all.
No, I thought the stuff they showed us at CinemaCon was going to be what was going to be I thought that was the trailer they were going to release, because we've seen that happen with a couple of movies. This was totally new. Mm-hmm. Totally new. So I started watching it, and this is better than it even looked at CinemaCon. This looks bonkers. This looks like vintage Guy Ritchie to me. Mm-hmm. And I have no idea who's directing it, to be honest with you. I didn't even bother looking it up. But this looks like and it plays like vintage Guy Ritchie. Of course, Brad Pitt would know something about that. But this was nuts. And you're right. The dialogue was sharp and funny. The action looks insane. And all of it takes place in these tight, confined little quarters. And it feels like every beat of the trailer, we're getting somebody else in this is like, oh, they're in it? Mm-hmm. Oh, they're in it? Oh, they're in it? I mean, it felt like one beat after another of everybody who's in there. Coming off the Eternals, Brian Tyree Henry. Absolutely amazing. You mentioned Andrew Koji, who is so great in Warrior and who's the only good thing about Snake Eyes. By the way, from Heroes, I'm a big Hero fan. Masai Oka is showing up in there. Michael Shannon is showing up in there. Hiroyuki Sanada, who you mentioned, who just classes up the joint whenever he's in anything at all. But how cool is that Aaron Taylor Johnson pop up at the end? I mean, that was great. And I'm loving Pitt's character. Mm-hmm. Like, that line's like, dude, I don't even know you. I mean, that is great. The girl on the train, Sandra Bullock is apparently in it. I'm guessing she was the operator on the other side of the phone. Wow. I didn't even pick up on that. Mm-hmm. Logan Lerman is in it. Zazie Beetz is in it. I mean, this just looks like bonkers, crazy, entertaining fun that, again, to me had the DNA of a Snatch or a Lock, Stock and something like that. And I was very bullish. Like, Aaron, you and I were both, with the preview stuff they showed us at CinemaCon a few months ago, we were both pretty bullish on it. It's like, oh, this could be pretty good. This exceeds that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this looks great. What was your impressions of it?
Well, honestly, I remember there were so many things that we saw at CinemaCon. It was just an avalanche of exciting movie trailers and movie news. But this fell off my radar, and I agree with you. This trailer was so different that I don't even remember what we saw at CinemaCon at this point. The director is David Leitch, I believe.
Oh, yeah, one of the John Wick guys.
Deadpool
right.
2.
Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde. He's been working with
Which, of course,
Deadpool
because they told us that at CinemaCon. I totally forgot about it.
Right. So he has several other. He did Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Which
I liked.
Yeah. So he definitely and it's funny that you say that it has a taste of Guy Ritchie a la Snatch, because I thought that the word choice that they chose when he said when the guy said, "Oh, someone snatched it," my brain immediately went to Guy Ritchie. So I don't think that that's an accident. One of the things also that I love so much, in the same way that Kid Cudi's Day and Night was just used for, I'm blanking on it, Rob, you know, chat room, you guys know.
Moon Knight,
yes. Just like they pulled up 10-plus-year-old Day and Night to use for that trailer, and it was so beautifully placed. Staying Alive,
in Japanese.
The simple fact that they chose that song, which, by the way, I heard on K-Earth 101 this morning on my drive here.
No, really?
And if you had
Why
driven...
do you listen to K-Earth 101?
I love my golden oldies. I love it. I love it. So if you had driven past me on the highway today, you would have seen me be that person practically wrecking my car, dancing. I love that song, and to resurrect it and to have it in Japanese, that right there, the music choice was brilliant. It shows that they're having fun with this. They're not taking it too seriously. And I feel like this trailer also gives us a really great taste of Tokyo. I'm assuming it's in Tokyo, otherwise I'm going to sound like a big asshole. But it definitely gives us a big taste of Japan, those close quarters, the train, the food, everything. I'm really excited about this movie.
Rob, you had a chance to check out the show. This is, I think, your first, because you weren't at CinemaCon.
Yeah, I hadn't seen. I've been very curious about this movie, John. I loved it. I mean, to me, what's really interesting is that I grew up loving, I call them B movies, action thrillers, and to see them with an all-star cast, beautiful direction, great action. Is this movie going to give me insight, or am I going to fall in love with the way I love The English Patient? No. But let me tell you, I'm already in line for the 4K Dolby Atmos UHD.
Oh, yeah.
Dolby Vision Blu-ray or 4K disc, because man, I'll bet you this is a thunderous example of a movie that I want to play in a home theater system. My God, does this look fun?
What part of it stood out to you the most? The trailer. Which parts did you like the best?
I think I love the opening with Brad Pitt and homeboy from Eternals.
Right.
That whole
thing
opening
when they're sitting
scene
at the table.
I love that. But the whole thing did. I mean, there's one shot they just cut to like some kind of a samurai dragon mask.
Yeah.
It's just because, dude, I have a Japanese fetish for all things Japanese diecast, Japanese science fiction, Japanese monster movies, Japanese crime thrillers, Japanese girls. I love Japan. Everything Japan, bring it on.
I was like, wow, he's on such a roll and he's not going to be a douche about it. And then you just went there.
I've never dated a Japanese girl ever in my life, just so you know. But I do like Japanese alien girls, like from Godzilla versus Monster Zero. The controller people, they're great. But no, I think this movie looks so much fun. Although I will say this. You said it evokes Japan. I love Japan. I felt like this entire thing looks like it's shot against green screen. I mean, the visual effects. I love the establishing shot of Mount Fuji, and you're seeing the trim. But I'm like, why? I love seeing Japan on film. But this, as much as I like some of the train stations, it reminded me like of Black Rain, where they shot most of it in downtown LA, and then there's or Tokyo Drift. There's a couple of shots in Tokyo, and then the rest of it's not. I know it's expensive to go shoot there, but I'd really love to see a movie shot.
I don't believe for a second that they didn't shoot there. You think that they did not shoot? I got to find this out because there's no way
they might have shot some second unit stuff.
Really?
But things on a
I have that
train,
feeling, even if they did shoot in Japan, it did feel like it was shot on a soundstage.
I mean, it helped the look of the film because the colors popped and everything.
Yeah.
It was very evocative of what I imagined, because I've never gone to Japan my entire life. I want to go to Japan my whole life.
Chris?
But, yeah.
You had a chance to see the trailer. What did you think of it?
Oh, I love it. This looks amazing. This has Snatch vibes. It's got Lucky Number 11 vibes. It's got Kick-Ass vibes. It looks like a manga come to life, which is super fun.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Right? It's so bright and poppy, which is great. It looks brutal, and I love that. Brian Tyree Henry can sell any kind of comedy for me. He's so good at a good deadpan, and he sells action so well. Bad Bunny is in this. Bad Bunny showing us on WWE that he can absolutely commit to a fight and take a punch. So I'm really excited for these action sequences too. This looks so fun. I'm all in.
Yep.
Oh, and you were right, Rob. The entire film was shot in Los Angeles. So I was wrong.
Yeah, it had that feel to it. It just kind of, and that's totally fine for me. Listen, 90% of this movie is going to be taking place on a
all
train.
movies are fake.
So it's totally fine.
What?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, all movies are fake.
No.
Every single movie is completely made up.
No.
So it's okay. It's okay.
Like that fake movie Titanic.
Anyway, guys, question is for you.
My friend
did you have a chance to see this trailer for Bullet Train? If so, what did you think about it? Did it meet your expectations? Did you think it was going to be great? Maybe you didn't like it at all. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.